Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Royals taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Royals will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking play.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
It doesn't start much better than this. You want to get the juices going. You want to get the ground game going. How about first play, run the football right down their throat and get the touchdown?
And they told us, David, they wanted to come into this game and establish the line of scrimmage. They wanted to exert themselves as the more physical unit throughout this contest. And you saw a phenomenal push up front and then great open field running by that guy, taking it the distance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Royals offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Royals will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block. It's Love. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice.
Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Southern Miss went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Eagles team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Royals want to crank the tempo.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they say you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, David, the defense dialed it up at the perfect time, and what a tackle.
Great tackle. I'm surprised.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Royals will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And they will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Going to run it. It's Cousins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Royals will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Love. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, looking for a man. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The give to the back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Royals come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Handoff from the gun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Makes the grab on the right. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And another Wolfpack.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Going up top on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Oh, he's got a chance. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Royals.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. First and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he'll be brought down. And the Royals will hustle to the line. Third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Royals will line up to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Love. Slips through the line. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to the quarterback. Going up top. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, NC State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll give it to the back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Royals have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Royals are threatening in the red zone. To the ground with the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Royals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Royals!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to... Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Royals get enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm on defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front. At that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Love. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They're going to ride this running back.
Ball carried by the running back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Throws for the end zone. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the offense onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time, he's got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down after that completion. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bailey. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Royals line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Love. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Bob.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in left.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after their quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Royals send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll throw it on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going, and never built built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.